with me to the book of Romans. Open with me to the book of Romans, chapter 1. Romans chapter 1. And let me warn, 2025 is a year where you have to forget about your sorrows and your difficulty. And now, dedicate your time and your life to have an understanding. I am pleading. Very soon you will see that God is not difficult and that things are not difficult to come by. We make things difficult for ourselves. Romans 1. Now I understand why Paul was talking to the Romans in Romans 1 verse 16.
For I am
not ashamed of the gospel of Christ.
For it is the power of God to salvation.
It is the power of God unto salvation.
For everyone who believes.
For everyone that believes.
For the Jew first and also the Greek.
For the Jew first and also the Greek.
Verse 17.
Pause. Now I understand why Paul was talking. Now I understand why Paul was talking. That he is not ashamed of the gospel of God. It took me pain to go deep, to break in pieces what Paul meant by shame. What Paul meant by shame is not what literally the dictionary, English dictionary meant. There are words you will speak and heaven will come down. I am not ashamed of the gospel, for it's the power of God unto salvation. Living in gratitude, either to God or to any being. It is not enough for one to come and say thank you, and you think that he has shown gratitude. It is not enough for one to come to you and say thank you, and you think he or she has shown gratitude to what was done to him or her through you. It is not enough for one to sing praises of you, and you hear that he has been talking very good and great of you, and you just concluded that he has shown gratitude to what good have been happening to him or her through you. Don't be deceived by praises, and don't be deceived by thanksgiving from someone. It is not enough for one to gift you and you think that he or she is showing gratitude to what has been done for him or her through you. Don't be deceived. You see, in this year 2025, by their fruits we shall know them. Don't be deceived by tricks and gratitudes that has no stand. Don't be deceived by pretense in the name of gratitude. Pretense. Nobody comes close. When things begin to grow, a lot of people will come close with lip mouth, but inside they are raging wolves. You may be crying that you have no money, but you are not yet fortified to protect yourself when money comes. Because money can come today, you die tomorrow. Why? Because you have no knowledge of fortification. Don't be deceived by pretense in the name of gratitude. Thanksgiving is not enough to show gratitude. Mere gift is not enough to show gratitude. Singing your praises is not enough to show gratitude. Gratitude, living in gratitude. One who lives in gratitude is one that believes in one. Am I talking to God's people? Living in gratitude to God simply means that you believe in God. Living in gratitude is one that believes in one. It is not enough for one to come and say thanks, but watch out whether that person gratitude, whether he believes in you. Believing in one is to trust in someone with all your heart. One who trusts in someone with all his heart is one that tolerates that person to the letter. Can you tolerate God to the letter? Can you tolerate God to the letter? Listen. When Moses complained that he has no mouth to talk, why is he sending him to Pharaoh? He called him, he said, I made the blind, I made the dumb, I made the lame, I made all these things myself. No wonder Hannah described him as he that killeth and maketh alive. In the days of Isaiah, he said, I formed it and I created darkness. I, the Lord, doeth it all. I kill it and I make it alive. Lend me your ear. There is no troubles of life, no pains of life that in your life that God is not aware of. It is befalling you because he allowed it to be. I want you to have understanding. You enduring pains of life simply means you trusting in him so much. Then I ask you, can you just trust God? Can you just tolerate God over all that is happening to you? The more you endure the pains of life and forge ahead in your belief with him, you are tolerating him. Living in gratitude is one. Believing in one. Living in gratitude to God is believing in God. Listen to me. You may buy a gift to show appreciation. Oh God, this God has been so wonderful to me. Let me offer thanks as a sign of gratitude. The thanksgiving you came to offer while you appear on the door there was rejected. As soon as you carried it to the door, it's not everything I see. And for you that are elders, be careful of yourselves. Many of you, and many times, you are carnal. You that drags to stand there, you don't even know the meaning of standing there. The welcome offering. All you know is that you want to stand because you're an elder in the altar. I'm talking to the younger ones. In case you get there, time shall come when I will not be available in a place, but I am still available somewhere. Standing here is not meant to be carnal. Standing here may condemn you and make your children useless in life. Standing here may limit you and cancel a business transaction that have been obvious. Standing here is to judge God's people, to make their thanks offering perfect. As you stand and the offerings appear, were you able to send out an offering that was rejected and plead immediately to reconfirm the offering so that you can welcome it? As you are standing, were you able to dictate an offering that is imbalanced? If I stand here, an offering appear there that cannot, there's no way for me to amend it, I bound it as a move out. It's not called. Don't come in with that offering, or don't come in that manner. It is not enough for you to think of offering to God in gratitude because of what he did. Your offering may be a rejected offering. Why? You are offering to him from the lips mouth. You are not offering from your belief. If you so much believe him, he would have told you the kind of offering and not the one you brought. Oh Jesus. If you so much believe him, he may ask you to empty your pocket and not that one you managed to bring. Oh Jesus. If you so believe in him, he may ask for you to wait. You don't have what I need until you have it before you come with the offering. Oh Jesus. If you so believe in him, he searches the heart of men. What is he looking for? Those that believe in him. Don't be deceived by those praises. Look into their eyes to know whether they believe in you, whether they can tolerate you. But to you, between you and God, your gratitude, living in gratitude to God, is for you to believe in him. Trusting him with all your heart, Do you know what it means? Tolerating him over your pains. If the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, the world and they that dwell therein, it means that everything you're passing through he is involved. It means that everything you're passing through it is not coming from him, but he allowed it to be. Because he allowed it to be, he can also stop it. And because he can stop it, tolerate him. The only way to tolerate him is to face them with a heavy heart. Face them with confidence. Your murmuring is what Paul meant by being ashamed of the gospel. Your anger is what Paul meant by being ashamed of the gospel. Your bitterness is what Paul meant by being ashamed of the gospel. Your divided heart and doubt is what Paul meant by being ashamed of the gospel. Read the again.
Verse 16. For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ.
Look at what Paul said.
For it is.
Pause now. I am ready to tolerate him to the end. I am ready, inasmuch as I know that the earth remaineth the Lord and the fullness thereof, the world and they that dwell therein. I am ready, ever ready to tolerate him. That's what Paul meant. Speak to me.
For it is the power of God to salvation.
For I know that the more I tolerate him, the more I show him that appreciation for the little he has done. I am in penury. No food for my children. No school fees. Other families are going to school. It didn't even end there. And the other families now rose up to laugh at my children. And my children brought the report to me. How do you feel? Very bitter. But it doesn't stop you to come to church. But many of you stopped coming to church because of this. But it doesn't stop you to be vibrant in the sight of God, knowing fully well that he that gave you life and has given you good health, and your children will give you money. Think about this. Am I talking to God's people? Now, tolerating him for all that people are saying, tolerating him for allowing them to say it, tolerating him for allowing you to fix difficulty is it is the foundation of gratitude. By that tolerance, if there should be thanksgiving, he would tell you the kind of gift. By that tolerance, if you should laugh, he will tell you the kind of laugh. By that tolerance, if you should go and tell your priest thanks, he will tell you the mood, the time, and the hour. Stand on your feet, everyone.